Today, I'll be showing you how you can make your own autocorrect program using Autohotkey. Autohotkey is a scripting language that can be used to automate almost any task you give at it. I will first run through the installation process, then show you how to make the program itself. So I'll have all the links in the description, or you can just follow along with me. In your URL search bar, in your browser, type in autohotkey.com. Once you're on the page, head on to the download button. So before I go through the installation, I will say this is not a virus or malicious program of any sort. It is your average scripting program, scripting language. So run the executable file once it's downloaded, and it will not show up on my screen, but it should be fairly easy to go through the installation process. So select Express Installation and continue. So you're probably looking in your start menu for a program that has been installed, but no, this is a scripting language, so you need a text editor to use it. So if you're a beginner, then Notepad will work perfectly fine. But if you're doing more advanced work or you're learning, then I would recommend another text editor. There are lots and lots of text editors, such as Autohotkey Studio, Notepad++, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, and etc. But for this tutorial, I'll be using Notepad because of its simplicity. Now, first, we're going to want to save it as an Autohotkey file. You can press Ctrl S for your keyboard shortcut or go to File, Save As. So I will save this into my desktop, and we're going to need to do this so that it's readily available later. Name it whatever you want, but make sure the file has the Autohotkey suffix, which is .ahk. Make sure you save it in all files, because we don't want it to be a text document. Drag it to where it's easily accessible in your desktop. So the first thing we're going to need to type is : This is our input word that we're going to write after this. So type in : and for my example, I'll use the word theory, which is a word that I tend to misspell a lot. So type in your word after the : theory. Wait. It seems that I have a script running in the background that I forgot to close. This is a great time to show you how you can stop your scripts. So usually you would have /exit_app, which is a command that you can assign to a keybind, which will automatically force quit your scripts. If anything goes wrong, like an auto clicker won't stop clicking even after you've pressed your assigned keybind. So you can't go into Task Manager for that. You're going to need to use /exit_app. But right now I don't have /exit_app attached to my script, so we can go into Task Manager, find Autohotkey, and just end the task. So now I've ended the task, and if I check, yep, it's spelled wrong. So after you've put in your word, put in : and after that spell the word correctly. So I'll be using another example of the same word. Theer, : type in the word misspelled, : type it right. And after you're on your next line, make sure you type in return. So the first : is your input word. The next : is your output. I've done the same on the second line, and the return is always at the end of your script to make the script pause after it's checked for what you've assigned to it. So make sure you always have return at the end of your scripts because it's necessary. So after you've saved it, right click and press run script, or double click and select yes. We always need to run our new instance or it won't save. If I go into Chrome and type in theory. I spelt it wrong, but it corrected itself automatically. I'll show you again. If I spell it wrong, it will do it for me. Yep, I spelled it right. Let's go and theor. That was my second line. And it did it for me. So now I'll put it in a more realistic scenario and put multiple words. Usually I have a whole dictionary full of these words that I tend to misspell, so I'll just do it with a sentence. Theory of natural selection. So make sure you run the new instance, which is necessary after every single time you make changes to your script. So I'll type in theory of natural selection and make sure to write it wrong every time. Theory for natural selection. I typed it in wrong, but it fixed it for me. This is especially useful once you've had the whole dictionary full of Autohotkey terms, and it's something I do in my free time. Oh, I have an hour to kill. Might as well make myself a whole dictionary full of Autohotkey commands. And it helps out in the long term. It saves me a lot of time, and I hope this saves you a lot of time too. If this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for future tutorials just like this, and comment down any questions or concerns that you might have.